Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And this is actually the first time I think you've been on a Batman Suicide Squad video,
True.
isn't it? So we're going to do this on the main channel because it's pretty interesting news, and we are talking about like a story that is bigger than just the gaming industry. So for those of you who don't know, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League officially came out today. Players are furious for so many reasons, and so many of them are asking for a refund. They said that the searches for Suicide Squad refunds surged 791%
Dang.
following the early access launch disaster. That's not good. That's really not good. And the game is officially out today, so a lot more people are probably going to play it and be like, what the hell is going on here? Lots of missteps, but of course, the one that is getting the most attention is how they treated Batman, which this is supposed to be the ending of the Arkham storyline, Rocksteady's very acclaimed series of Batman games. This is how they end it, and they end it with, spoiler, they end it with Harley Quinn killing Batman execution style at the end. It's not a joke. It's not a fake out. He's dead. Shot him in the head. And it's Kevin Conroy's one of his last roles.
But it's called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Yes, I know, but I don't think people actually expected them to do it. But that's not it. There are a whole lot of other issues. A lot of people said the game's just not that good. It's multiplayer. It's not single player. And just people are not having it. They're over it. And I think the Batman thing, though, definitely pissed a lot of people off, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so this is coming from Windows Central on Yahoo News, that they said this one analytics firm, McLuck, published a meta-analysis of search trend data, revealed that there's a near 800% spike in searches revolving around refunding the game, triggered by the game's offline maintenance period. So they're saying it was the offline maintenance period. I don't think that's it. I think there's been a lot more backlash over this game. They said the game reviewed poorly, with major outlets like IGN posting negative early impressions. IGN then reported that Warner Brothers has barred them from review copies of the game. They actually... Gonna say it again because I think I said in the gaming channel, I'm not trying to brag or anything. They offered us a copy. They offered us access to the alpha build. It was back in October, November, and honestly, I cared so little about the game that I didn't even RSVP. I'm just like, I don't really care. But they're trying to say that, well, because it's not a single player game, it's a multiplayer game, and it had a lot of offline time or whatever. No, there's a lot of bullshit going on with this game. We have an article out on clownfishtv.com, actually, you can read. But they said, yeah, there was a buggy start. They said there was a game-breaking bug discovered shortly after the early access launch.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good. That, of course, went from being a single-player game to a multiplayer game. The critical response has not been good. IGN, of course, bitching about not getting a copy. Now, if the game were fantastic, it's kind of like Kotaku complaining about not getting anything from Nintendo. But, like, people are like, yeah, it's not really a big loss. But the big one, I'm telling you right now, the big one is the Kevin Conroy issue. So, again, for those of you who don't know, they shoot Batman in the head at the end of the game. And now I've heard that they might bring the Justice League back as DLC or something, but there's no guarantee of that. And some other people said that they thought that that this was not his final role, that he was actually going to be in Crisis on Infinite Earths, which I think is true. I think he still is going to be on Crisis in Infinite Earths, but the Cape Crusader, the follow-up that Bruce Timm's doing for Amazon, he's not going to be in that one. So I could be wrong in this, but I think he recorded some dialogue. But either way, like, this guy is a much beloved voice actor. A lot of people view him as being the Batman, like live action or animated. And to have him killed off execution style,
yeah,
didn't go over very well.
No.
That's putting it mildly. But we were talking because Arlene Sorkin passed last year too.
Oh yeah, and I told you he didn't know this. Okay,
I didn't know this.
My mom used to watch Days of Our Lives when I was a kid. Like, I was a little kid. But I remember on Days of Our Lives, they had Calliope, which was Arlene Sorkin, played Calliope on Days of Our Lives. And she was with Eugene. Well, Eugene was John Delancey. And Neon didn't know that. So I was like, yeah, she used to date Q. Or she was in the show, her love interest was Q. And he's like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, Calliope was with Eugene, who is John Delancey.
Now,
so Arlene Sorkin and John Delancey.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like I know a lot of science fiction actors came from soaps, but I never watched soaps. My family never watched soaps.
I only know because my mom used to watch all the time, and I remember liking the character Calliope, and I remember I didn't really know what was going on, but I knew the faces. And then when I saw Q later on, I was like, oh, hey, that's Eugene from Days of Our Lives.
I'm sure they probably, if the two of them did conventions together, I wonder if they had photos that you could get signed.
Probably.
Because that's like the ultimate, like, Harley Quinn dated Q. Oh my God,
It was on the show, not in real life.
Well, yeah, I know, but like people would they would geek out over that. But yeah, she died. She had MS, I think, and she was too young. She was in her 60s, and Kevin Conroy and he was younger than she was. I was actually surprised. I thought he was older than she was, but he died. He had cancer. He was struggling with cancer for a while, so it's very sad. And they died within a year or two of each other. We're losing a lot of great ones. But they did give apparently a nod to Kevin Conroy at the end of the game. Not the game's out. At the very end, they give him a nod, and they also had, I guess, somewhere in the game they have plaques with Arlene Sorkin's name on it and Kevin Conroy's name on it. But it's just kind of the way they did it. Like, people are like, look, if you're gonna kill Batman off, and yes, it's called Kill the Justice League, like, could you do it in such a way that's not, it's really pretty gross given what happened. But then other people are like, hey, he agreed to do it, and he probably knew what was going to happen.
That's that's okay. Because my thing is he knew what the character, how it was going to go. I mean, that's where I'm at. And then when you were like saying about it, I'm like, but it's called Kill the Justice League. I mean, I don't know what you expected. I'm just like, I don't get it, but okay.
Yeah, well, here.
It's not a game I'd play.
In the comments under IGN, they're talking about they're trying to, I think what they're doing is they're trying to do damage control now. They're like, oh, hey guys, we do give them a shout out, in the game. There's nothing they can do to make me buy the game. My friends got refunded after word about what they did to Batman.
Right, and you as a consumer are well within your rights to be like, hey, I don't want to buy this, because I don't think that they should have done that to the character, given the situation or whatever. And you are well within your right to vote with your wallet and say, no, I don't want it.
Yeah, and that's it. And people they are. Yeah. Oh my God. Awful tribute in the game's context. Thank you, Kevin.
Wait, that's not where they put it for real, is it? Someone made that, right?
I think somebody made that.
I was going to say, I don't think they would do that. That would just be...
Oh, God, I hope.
Tacky. And if somebody did, that is how it was, which I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
I would be like, okay, wait a minute. I don't think that's what they did.
Yeah.
That would be really shitty if they did.
Now, I don't know, like, how far along he was when they recorded this, with cancer, if he knew this was going to be, like, the last thing he did or not. Or next to the last thing. Again, I've heard two stories. I've heard one is that this is it. He hasn't recorded any more dialogue for any more games. The other was that he did record dialogue for Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3, which is not out yet. And they wanted to get him back for the Amazon Bruce Timm show to play Batman's father, but they couldn't do it.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea either way.
So there are multiple things.
I'm not even going to take a stab at this one because I don't know.
A lot of people saying it's going to be morbid because, his family might possibly decide to just AI his voice and, then he's Batman forever. There's a joke in there too about that, but, yeah.
Well, that's up to them, I guess, It
is. I mean, I'm really torn about the whole AI voice thing because I'm like, on some level, it's like, yeah, it's kind of crap and you're not going to have a lot of roles for new people. But the flip side is if you can bottle the perfect person forever to play that role.
But the flip side of that is there are other people that could play the role and do a good job that might never get a chance.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And then you're taking, and someone else, might come along and they'd be just as good, or maybe even better, and they never get the chance because you're using an AI of somebody who had. And honestly, if it was me and I was a voice actor, why I think it's really cool that people want me to play it forever. I would also know, hey, I remember what it's like to try to get gigs. And if someone is really good, they should have the chance. That's where I would be with it.
What is going to happen, for better or for worse, is it's going to get to a point with the AI voices. We've totally gone down a different road here, but it's going to get to a point where you can pretty much synthesize any kind of voice you want
Yeah.
to, and you're not even going to need actors, and or at least
That's true.
I mean, actors are always going to do it better, I believe, than the computer.
I agree.
But either we're going to take somebody and run them through a filter to sound like another voice. You know what I'm saying? Because they're already doing that. They're already doing that with like VTubers and stuff. They're using filters for their voices. And,
Yeah, there's a lot of people who use filters for the voices.
and anyway, like me, because I'm actually a little girl. I'm a saucy little bitch.
No, but I can think of a couple people I know for a fact use them.
I know there are some YouTubers out there who are using filters for their voices because I know what they actually. I know what they actually sound like in real life. Yeah. So yeah, they're going on about Batman in the comments here. Why are these Batman games always trying to kill Batman or killing Batman off? Yeah, that's become fashionable. Like making fun of Batman, killing Batman.
He's a fascist. That's what the whole thing's about. It's current year.
Yes.
And it's nothing. And they hate Batman. Now, never mind that Batman, does all kinds of stuff for people, and he's because he's rich. He's a fascist, and it's a stupid mentality. And every time they've tried this shit, it blew up in their faces, like Blue Beetle, for example.
Yeah. The thing about Blue Beetle is the movie overall was pretty okay. It was a pretty okay movie, but they thought it would be funny to put that fascism joke.
And it fit the character. It really did.
It fit the character.
The comment fit the character. So it did fit.
He didn't trust the system. He didn't trust the man. He was a conspiracy theorist. And there was more to his comment about Batman. They just clipped it out of context, thinking, oh, this is a funny way to end it. I'm like, no, it's not. You literally just burned like probably another $20 million that weekend by pissing people off.
And the thing is, like, they're talking about Batman dying because it is Kill the Justice League. But like you had said to me, like you could have done it in ways that they die, but they have like they die a hero, and they went the opposite way. Because we got shooting him in the head, Harley Quinn's destroying fascism.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. So they kill the Flash too, and then they piss on him, his corpse.
Oh, you kidding me?
No, they piss on his corpse.
Okay, but then why? Why is that necessary? Like, I mean, you killed
because it was Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller. There's a lot of people lined up to piss
there
on
might
Ezra
have
Miller.
been people,
but
he might have liked it. He might have liked getting pissed on. No, he's a he now.
Oh, is it he now? Okay,
I think
well, at least
so.
he's being authentic now because
maybe he likes
for
it
somebody who kept saying they were they. He sure as hell, like according to his friends, was a he when no one else was around. Our cameras weren't there.
Same with me.
That's right. You're they otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, it's just. I don't know where I don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole. So you can have these characters die in the game, but then to do something like that, that's like why? And it sounds like these people behind the game weren't thinking this one through. You have beloved heroes.
No, they were thinking it through. That's the problem. Okay, so there's a whole thing behind this. Apparently,
I'm unfamiliar. This isn't my territory.
So it's the Sweet Baby Inc. is this studio.
Sweet Baby Inc.
Which sounds like a candy company or sex toys.
It sounds like a pedo ring. But anyway, continue.
It might be. I don't know. But anyway, it's a bunch of activist women apparently that work at this company, and they're writing scripts for all these AAA games now.
Why are they hiring them to write scripts?
I don't know.
Has it been a problem before with stuff they've written?
No, I think they've only been involved like in the last couple of years.
But has it been a problem before with things they've written?
Yes.
Okay, so the gaming company shouldn't be hiring them.
Spider-Man 2 had some issues.
If they know... Okay, so it sounds like they're sensitivity readers.
They are basically, they are. They're basically sensitivity readers.
The localizer type mentality.
Yes.
Oh, well then you might as well just fucking flush half your money down the toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, just save yourself some trouble.
Well, I have to wonder. So, like, look at the difference, okay? Look at the difference between the win that Warner Brothers had with Hogwarts Legacy. Like, it didn't matter if the journos or whatever found it problematic. The game sold very well because it was a good game, and
they kept the politics out of it.
And they kept the politics out of it.
Well, that's the problem. You need to keep the politics out of it if you want to make money.
This one, they're like, let's go all in and have Harley kill Batman, and let's
apparently piss on the Flash.
Piss on the Flash, and har, isn't that funny? And I think Warner Brothers is probably going to look at this and be like, well, one of these games did really well, and the other one, everybody wants a refund on.
Why? Okay, if they're rebooting the DCEU, right?
Yeah.
Why would you want, and you want people to come to your movies and you want to do stuff, why would you want a game where they kill the heroes off and then piss on them? I don't understand it.
They're trying to be edgy, but
that's edgy now?
Yeah, they said that the tone they were
You
going
act
for
like
was
a
like
little-
Deadpool, but like
those little pubescent gamer squeakers that teabag everybody. You mean like that?
Pretty much,
That's
yeah.
what your edgy is.
wouldn't it be funny if actually killed Batman, we actually killed Superman, we actually killed
No, we
Flash?
peed on him. What
pissed
can we do?
on
We
him?
pee on him.
You know, Superman
Wish
gets.
I could piss on him. I'm just like, that's edgy. Okay.
They've been doing this. Look. This is what they do in the comics too. Why do you expect the video games to be any different? In the comics, they depowered Superman with like kryptonite, and then they had him sodomized in a
I
prison.
remember that. Yeah, he got his ass raped.
You know,
yeah.
and we've got speaking of having his ass molested, his son, his now
What's the difference? His son wanted it.
yeah, his flamboyantly gay son, which happened out of nowhere, is now sexting his boyfriend in the bathtub
Yeah,
in
and that's
Action Comics.
Right.
He should be fighting like giant robots and shit. You know,
Yeah,
like
when I
that's
was
what you
looking-
do.
When I was rewatching one of those comics, I would be thinking Action Comics. Yay!
Yeah.
That's a different kind of action. That wasn't the action I was thinking.
Hot Action Comics.
That was not the action I was anticipating.
And
Anyway,
Batman, they've been trying to deconstruct Batman for years. Like they think Batman is basically like the DC's Elon Musk stand-in. He's a white guy with too much money. And even Harley Quinn,
I know they've been after that one for a while.
her monologue before she kills him is basically like, "Oh, you're so privileged and you traumatize people and whatever."
He
And
also saved some of your asses.
yeah, right.
I'm just like,
I want the Batman story
so they're
where
localizers.
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
The
That's what
gaming the
Yes.
equivalent. Yes. Okay.
What
Gotcha.
I want, yeah,
Bunch
the
of
Western
half-shaved,
version.
blue hair. Let me guess, they're all like identified
I
in
believe
different
so.
ways.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I've seen pictures of some of the. Yeah, I just saying they're coded that way. So I think I want to see the Batman story. I've said before, I want to see the Batman story where Batman's like, fine, you fucking win. I'm gonna give all my money away. I'm gonna give all my money to all the people of Gotham because
Y'all
you
get
got
$5.
and you all get $5. They're my bat bucks. You get my bat bucks. Your bat stimmy, and guess what? I don't have any more money to fight the Joker or fight the Riddler or fight the Penguin. So when Bane comes back to town, you fucking deal with it yourself. I gave you the money, you deal with it yourself.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot of money to be Batman, and we bail. I bail your ass out because your own cops aren't very good at it, are they? You know, they can't handle the villains I handle. So whatever, you deal with it yourself. That's the Batman story I want to see. That's when Batman just nopes out. He's just
Well,
like,
maybe
yeah, I'm
they
done.
pull their money.
I'm
They
done.
could buy off one cop in Gotham City.
Yeah, I know, right?
There you go.
Just Batman walks away. He's just like, fuck you.
That would be a good comic, actually.
Fuck you. Here, you take my money. Take all of it. All my money.
Win. You get all.
Y'all get $5.
wanted. No more Batman.
Yep, you get your
There you
refund.
go.
Or they sue him as like a class action lawsuit, and he has to give everybody $5. $5.41 for everybody in Gotham.
That's right.
But there's no more Batman. So anyway, we gotta wrap this up.
Yep.
That went longer than I thought it was going to. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.